Hello, boys and girls. This is the second half or the extended learning portion of the Aztec Sun project. So please go ahead and view this video if your grown-ups have had a chance to get that piece of tooling foil from the school. If you have not done that tooling foil or you do not intend to do the tooling foil, then you do not need to watch this video. Okay, e-learners and classroom learners, our next step once we have our sun drawn out, if you are e-learners, if you are going to get or acquire, have your grown-ups acquire one of these pieces of of metal, then you should already have this. You will need tape. You will need a pencil whose tip is kind of dull. It doesn't have to be broken. It just can't be very sharp. Okay, and then the last thing you're going to need is a stack of newspaper. Okay, e-learners and classroom learners, what we will do once we have our newspaper stack underneath us, we have our sun design drawn out. You do not have to worry about tracing this unless you are not going to do the metal part of the project, the repousse part or the metal foiling part. Once I have this all traced out, I take that piece of metal, I line it up with the box. The metal is cut the same size as this box here. So we line it up with that box. We set it on top of this padded newspaper, and then we trace it with our pencil. So here you want to be very careful. You don't want to push crazy hard, but you do have to push down a little bit hard. That's really bad description. See this done quicker. Okay, you see as I'm pushing down with the pencil, I'm actually raising up or leaving marks in the foil. That's what we want to do. Okay, boys and girls, here is my design fully traced out. Okay. I am not finished. If I were to choose to be finished at this and say I'm done, this would be like a 2 for effort and a 2 for skill. Okay, what we want to do, just like this one, this is probably a 2 for effort and 2 for skill because they did not bother to work the metal at all. There is nothing raised up except the lines. Okay, this one, all the rays of the sun are all pushed out, so they're all pushed out from the silver side towards the copper side. They're all pushed out. Okay, the eyebrows are pushed out, the eyes are pushed out, the front of the nose is pushed out, all of the teeth are pushed out. Same with this one here on the gold one, all the rays of the sun are pushed out. The face is pushed in from the gold side, and the eyes are pushed out from the back side. So you can actually flip this over back and forth and work that metal. Now it would take way too long for me to show you how to do this all in one shot, so I'm going to show you one of the sun rays. I've got it on what I'm going to consider the back of my piece, and I'm using that very dull pencil to force that foil down. I'm working on top of that stack of newspapers. If you don't work on top of the stack of newspapers, so this does not work. The rest of this project through a time lapse because it takes a while to do. You're going to have a couple of weeks at least to do this project. Okay, boys and girls. One of the things you can see how the rays are raised up on there. The sun rays are raised up. Okay, one of the things that you'll notice is I did get a couple of little dents like that. One of the things I forgot to do was to start kind of gentle at first. So don't push it all in all at once. Work it slowly until it starts caving in. Okay, and then you'll avoid that. I did that on this one, and then I avoided it on pretty much all the other ones because I remembered that's important to start slow and then push a little bit harder. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of the design through a time lapse, and then I will be right back. Okay, boys and girls, my repousse, or the pushing, or what's called chasing, and the chasing part of it is all done. Okay, my sun rays are raised up, my face, the nose is raised up, eyes are popped out, teeth are popped out, lips are popped out. The last thing I need to do is trace it from the front side, so whatever side you determine as the front. You will trace it or outline it from the front and pushing down again on top of that stack of newspaper to make it easier for me to cut yours out. If I have those lines to go by, it'll make it easier and I'll be less likely to slip and cut something out you did not want cut out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that real quick.